And Sewell is considered the best right tackle. What do you think of Decker and Sewell when you watch them?
They're really good. Played good all year. Decker's been doing it since 10 years plus now. He used to watch him battle my brother in camp at Ohio State. And then Sewell's gotten better each year. Really good in the run game, so it'll be a good challenge.
You heard just Fred talk about, as soon as last season ended, the goal was to get back to where you are right now. Do those past experiences, do they have any impact on what's going to happen on Sunday night?
It's hard to say if it's going to impact what goes down for 3 hours on Sunday, but definitely is good experience for us. Been here a lot, but yeah, it's really a new year every year, so got to play good.
I'm extremely familiar with Jared Goff. Is he the same guy in Detroit that he was in LA, and what's the key to defending him?
Yeah, I think he is the same guy. Not saying he's played great in LA and he's played great with Detroit, but the key is obviously getting pressure on him. He's got a really good O-line, so it makes it tough, but you cover up his first couple reads and you get after him, hit him a few times, it changes things a little bit.
What was your assessment of you guys in the run game the other night, and what kind of challenges Detroit's run game?
Yeah, we definitely got hit on a lot of crack tosses. Weren't fitting them great, but it's a play that we're going to see with them for sure with 26. So we're going to emphasize that this week. Hopefully, put it out early but overall, I think we played really physical. I think the edge guys are starting to get a really good feel for this scheme. Chase, Randy, and Rob. And I was happy to see Eric out there feeling good, feeling healthy, and I think J.K. had one of his best games. So yeah, we're going to need another one.
Did you feel a difference in terms of setting the edge? You mentioned the guys that are maybe playing more rundown specifically without Clee out there. Did you feel a difference in terms of guys having to kind of get into that mode of setting the edge a little bit more?
Yeah, not so much. Obviously, losing Clee is tough, but just overall, I think we've gotten better at edge. Just getting the scheme down, having new guys who haven't been here for a camp takes some time to really just take your seatbelt off and penetrate like we're coached to do. And yeah.
It sounds as if you as a defensive line didn't affect Love, particularly in some key moments late in the game. But when you look at the end of the game, it says 0 sacks. Do you guys say this is unacceptable?
Not when the scoreboard's in our favor. So we affect the game in different ways. Sacks are good. I feel like I talk about this a lot. I wish I didn't have to, but it's what we're paid to do. So, but affecting the quarterback in different ways could be just as valuable as sacks. They're hard to come by lately, but we're going to keep working our ass off to get them as many as we can.
What was the key to getting pressure on Jordan Lovely? He obviously had a lot of really good throws early on, but obviously the 2 interceptions later in the game. What was the key to getting more pressure on him as the game went on?
I don't think much changed. It was definitely a game where they stayed in their offense. They were able to keep running the ball, stayed on the field for really long drives. They kept the chip protections in almost all day. So we didn't really get them exactly where we wanted them, but just keep on trucking and some key pressures towards the end, and yeah, Dre got under one.
Chase has seemed to fit in pretty well since he's been here, but the numbers haven't necessarily, shown up. Do you get the sense that he's ready for that kind of breakout game that, with so much attention on you, that he can kind of have the performance that can make game-changing plays in this one?
Yeah, he has the ability, that's for sure, and you see it in pass rush on certain plays where he's beating guys quick. The other night, he had a couple where the ball was out, but he was winning, and we're going to need it if they're going to slide a certain way and chip a certain way, whether it's my side or Eric or Grave or whoever it is who they're focusing on a certain play. Those one-on-ones have to come alive.
We've seen the D-line this year more five-man front a couple games. The Giants game comes to mind. How does your role and mentality switch from a four-man line to a five-man front?
The Bear front is definitely a change up for our run stuff. Stop the run if we need it. But it doesn't change my mindset as an edge guy very much.
Nick, on Jones's 53-yard run, it looked like, I don't know, 5-6 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, you had a shot at him. I don't know if you got like caught in between steps or what happened on that?
Yeah, I definitely felt like it was a weird. I was running my ass off all game trying to hit anything that moved, and I think Logan flashed on my inside, and I didn't dive for him, and I was definitely not happy about that play. It's hard to say in real time, especially on when a guy's moving that fast, and but yeah, thank God he missed that field goal.
Does that remind you at all of, Kowalski had that stop on Jones in Green Bay. Did that, tackle by Charvarius remind you at all of that play?
Yeah, it's similar.
Nick, now that you've been through this a few times, do you talk to some of the younger guys on the team just kind of to try to tell them what to expect in terms of the level of competition in a championship game, or is that something that you just expect they've kind of absorbed throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely talked to some of the guys who haven't been through it. We have a lot of guys that have been through it, so it's kind of like a whole culture that they've been around for a while now. So, but yeah, I think I've talked to the new guys, Chase being a big one, just how you need to step it up a notch. And I think I saw that as a D-line, like the physicality and the effort. I think we did take that step last week, and we're gonna have to take another one.
Nick, I don't know if you get pregame butterflies until that first hit, but are your emotions different, this being your fourth NFC Championship game in the last 5 years?
Yeah, it's definitely different in the playoffs. You kind of have that mentality early in the week that that you're just ready to go. Sometimes it takes till game day to get going, but in the playoffs, you're ready to play on Wednesday. So, you ready? Thanks.